Welcome
Busy,
back
busy week.
once again. Shut the fuck up,
Hey, what's
Matt.
up, bitches? What's
Back,
up, you stupid bitches?
back again. Hey, don't call our audience stupid, bro. They're very intelligent beings, Matt. We're back at the Mellow experiment. Back at it again. Just thinking about life, thinking about the world, thinking about the greater picture. We're out here painting the vision for the next generation. You know,
The
so
educational podcast.
we're
as
here
much as
today.
comedy.
We are here today, joined by a special guest, one of our good friends that we know from high school where we went together. Jason Jay Zizzle Stranowski here. Say something.
Hello. Something.
Nice.
Hello.
That was
True,
great.
true.
That was a
My
great
favorite Beatles
introduction.
song.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. Something in the way.
Away.
She poops. All right. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna be doing something a little different today. We're gonna, if you're sub to that YouTube channel that we got, we got a connected YouTube channel here. It'll be a little bit easier to follow along, but um, we're gonna be talking about album covers. You can go ahead and look them up because we're gonna talk about all the album covers and what they look like. But the YouTube video is gonna be a lot better because we got some presentations all set up for you guys. We're gonna be talking about shitty album covers that are just bad. Doesn't mean that the album is bad. That is not the
Key
problem here.
difference.
It's
Key.
it's just the art. It's like if you were placed back in 1970 and you walked into a store and you looked at it, you'd be like, I need to throw this in the dumpster and burn it. That kind of deal. Even if it's a good record, even if it's good. So we're gonna have Matt kick things off here. So
Yep. Sounds good.
yeah, just go ahead and
yeah,
share your screen, Matt. And
but
oh
are you in the lobby, Alex?
wow, look at that.
Nice.
Bit of a throwback to like early kick it off strong with this little cute guy right here.
Look at that.
What is what
Do
even
we
is that?
do we have any guesses for what this single is called?
By Dollywood One, I've never heard of this. How did I know this, Matt?
Just guesses.
The Creature?
Okay.
Oh, the name of
Alex,
the single? Cowman.
honestly might just give up.
I
Didn't you tell?
don't know, man. I kind of
Yeah,
like this one.
yeah.
Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy. Pink
Yeah,
Floyd
just
did this
didn't.
once. They did this once. They put a cow on their album cover. It's pretty legit.
Mm.
Aerosmith
cute.
did it. They put a cow on their album cover. That's pretty legit.
But it just makes me hungry looking at him.
Oh.
But
Oh
anyway,
God.
follow up on this. Looks like something that we draw playing Jackbox or something. Just
Yeah.
like
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
they didn't even give this guy a face. The
Straight
guy on
up
the right.
stick. Matt, make sure that you say like the artist and the song or the album.
Course. Yeah, this is Finale.
Yes.
Dante Red.
Thank you.
Is this some sort of like? Is this one of those underground or like a lo-fi hip hop type thing
Yeah,
based on the look of it?
Yeah, most of these albums are from a daily random that I subscribe to,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and I've been
That's
like
cool.
keeping track the last couple of days and just seeing some nonsense. But both of those are pretty electronic sounding songs.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good though.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Any guesses on the name of this single too?
Forget about it.
I don't
Alright.
know.
High voltage.
voltage.
Yeah, that makes sense. High voltage.
Very
Ah.
suitable by Upbeat 2022 release.
Oh.
Okay.
These other two songs were like decent. This one's just shit. Like
That was shit. It just looks bad.
Look
Yeah.
at it. Now we're going
You don't like
to
that?
this.
You don't like that? Look how
See,
big that boy is.
It's good, but it just looks like it's really shittily edited.
Edited.
Like
Yeah, honestly, it's
editing
pretty
is really
shittily. Yeah,
bad.
the editing is terrible.
the
You're
point
right.
kinda.
Photoshop class was just
Like
taken.
the clouds like not even shaped correctly near the letters. Like, it's
It
bad.
doesn't make any
Yeah.
goddamn sense.
Wide
Okay, I
angle
hate
by
this one now,
Shiloh.
actually.
And like the music, it would be one thing if it was like a silly kind of music, but it was like a very serious, like orchestral quartet, like, and
Damn.
they put this together. So there you go. We got "Fuck Yourself" by Strosak, I believe is how you say the name.
Okay.
And
I don't think that's too bad.
I appreciate the rawness of the album. If you're seeing this, Alec, it's pretty insane.
Sorry,
And the cutout letters,
this is pretty
just
intense.
definitely
Is this
intense.
a
Maybe,
Anal
punk
maybe
group?
penis.
too
Anal
intense.
penis.
Yeah, a little penis action over there. Yeah, it is like a punk. It's pretty heavy stuff. Yeah, it's fitting, but not my cup of tea.
It's German.
Yeah. Then I don't know if you guys included this one, but
yeah.
You
this is
put
on
this
your
on.
list.
Yeah, I put this on mine.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, a
Yeah,
duplicate.
yeah. It's just like quintessentially one of the like worst rock albums of all time. Covers, I believe.
Covers.
Yeah,
I mean, the track listing is not very good either.
yeah.
This one,
Born
It's
Again by
just
Black Sabbath. Ugly Baby.
very scary baby.
It is.
And I don't think Ozzy was even in the band at this point, if I'm
Nope,
not
this was
mistaken.
Ozzy list, so not worth your time.
Just makes it even worse. There you go. And then
Oh, God.
the Miracle, some
Yeah.
morph shit. I don't even
Yeah, this
know.
is terrifying. Who thought this
Yeah.
was a good idea, dude? Why am I forgetting the name of the Queen guitarist right now?
Brian May.
Yeah, why? I feel like it would work better if Brian May, just his hair, dude. It just.
Yeah, because his hair looks like it's growing onto the other members.
It's like a fucking parasite.
Yeah.
And then Freddy's face just doesn't fit with the rest of them. He's just kind of like.
But they're also like in heaven or something based on the background. I don't
It's
know.
a miracle, but then their faces are all combined, and they have
this-
massive neck.
This is not a miracle right here.
It's
This is
just
an
mega neck.
abomination.
And out of curiosity, I was just double checking the songs on this album. It's "I Want It All."
Yeah,
That was like the only one I
That's a-
recognized off it.
it's the best song on the album, my opinion. So, yeah.
Oh,
Going into the commercial takes, just McCartney post Beatles just dropping these.
Dude, look at him! Look at him just smothering his child, having a good
Yeah,
time.
like that the poor baby.
Poor baby, and then also it's a really nice coat. I want that coat.
Dude, he looks like a
But-
total Chad in that picture, though. Not gonna lie. But then,
Which
yeah,
one?
McCartney too, though, is so bad, dude.
Yeah, that's.
That album cover sucks dick.
It looks like they just like shook him awake and took a picture of him.
I know. And it's so grainy.
Mhm.
Yeah, the one they release like a lot of these albums they have like multiple covers,
Yeah.
But this is one that stuck out to me.
Yeah, that's the album where he goes, maybe I'm a man, maybe I'm the only man.
A great one.
Yeah.
I just like temporary secretary off of
Temporary secretary. That one's like an underground banger these days, dude.
Mhm.
so good. Into the realm of Kiss, you could say like any of those are, but this one just
Yeah.
stuck out to me because they're so greasy. Like
Oh, I know,
the
dude.
lighting is just like not flattering whatsoever. Top right guy. Oh God.
He's
Yeah.
bugging out in the top right
Yeah,
there.
he is.
It's a dynasty. There's just a lot to not like. The one thing that's like kind of cool is they have so much hair that it just completely the background of the cover,
Mhm.
which is like kind of satisfying, but kind of gross.
At the same
Uh,
time, yeah, they're kind of
yeah.
greasy guys.
very
Oh, they are.
greasy. I can't imagine what this guy's chin would feel like on the top of my head. Disgusting.
Mhm.
Oh,
This
you
is
got a
from-
Swamp Dog album?
Yeah, the R&B singer Swamp Dogg. He just had all of his albums are just very unique.
Yeah.
This is the one that stuck out to me in my research. Just having a good time.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
a pretty
Is
good
he having
one.
a good time?
Sorry.
Kind of looks like he's.
I don't know why
panicking a
he's
bit.
like Tarzan, but there's also a dog, and they're like in different art styles. And he's like in a
Yeah, they
bog.
are.
It's just like the whole thing just doesn't make fucking sense. It just doesn't make sense.
He's in the swamp and there's a dog.
Oh, I'm an idiot. But
There
why is he
it is.
Tarzan?
Yeah, because he wanted to be.
Because he wanted to be.
And we
Whoa.
got Kevin Rowland, the guy who did Come On Eileen. This is the After Years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, this movie.
yeah, this is pretty wow.
This is a
You're-
picture
you're-
of myself I would not share.
You're speechless.
Damn. Yeah, viewers,
Yeah.
you guys gotta look this one up for yourself. This is wow.
Kevin Rowland,
Wow.
Beauty.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Not a hair on that guy's body.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like a random one I saw in my research. Yeah,
How did
terrifying clown.
how did anyone ever like clowns? I don't understand.
Like ones that are like painted and like grotesque, like this one. It's just,
Terrifying.
Yeah, this one. I've seen
Merle
this one
Evans
before.
and
Like,
his circus band.
it's what's weird. So like the kid looks kind of, but his hand looks very fake.
Oh
His
yeah, that's
hand
weird
doesn't look
actually.
real.
and the
Um,
clown, he looks like he's asleep or something.
Yeah.
His eyes are closed. He doesn't look,
Are
and
you
he's
sure he's
got
not
that
making
like,
a balloon animal?
yeah,
he's
his
faded,
chin.
bro.
Yeah,
His nose. Oh God. All right, don't look into this one.
What the fuck?
This is Raymond Devos, off the Terre das Varieties. He's just like a French guy, I guess, who enjoys playing harp as well as tending to his farm, and he's combining his two loves.
Wow.
Pretty iconic. Pretty
Hard to
iconic.
read
Incredible.
that title.
He's gardening and playing a harp at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, listen to a couple of songs. They're certainly peaceful. I was hoping for some like farm noises in the background. We got this classical cello album. Is Ronald Daffy Duck chilling in a smoking jacket.
Yo, I actually
Uh,
really like this one.
you like this, Alec?
I do. Yeah, this is a vibe. This would
Kind
be
of a
cool. This
vibe,
would
but
this would this would be a
why?
nice T-shirt. I'm not even
Yeah,
kidding. Like just the
we should
album,
make
not
it.
just the duck. Like the words look kind of clean too. It's like street art almost.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be honest. This kind of looks like an old CD-ROM for something for like your computer. This looks like one of those CD-ROM cases you buy to install a
that's
program on
very
your
true.
To
computer.
install a
Very true.
program, yeah.
Yeah, you get the Duck program.
He looks very forlorn, sitting with his legs crossed. I don't know. I'm glad that you like it, Alec. I got this random one that I found, and I just like
Guy
the
with the
obvious background, and
two towers.
um, got to think that maybe this guy was behind it all, you know.
The-
And
what's the
his
name of the album, Matt?
it's Folklore Nel Mondo, and when I first read this artist, I thought his name was Guy Wiener, but it's Guy Vivier,
Wiener.
who is a accordionist,
Accordion player.
and yeah, taking a nice photo. I'm sure there were people like all around here and stuff. It's a nice photo. I got this one by like a Russian rock band, kind of lit and just kind of funny about it.
That's funny. That does look like
That's
a
a
Russian
funny
rock
one,
band
yeah.
album cover.
Eho
Uh,
Sikanen.
have you listened to the album or anything off of it?
Yeah, it's all right.
I think some Russian rock goes pretty hard, but
Yeah,
obviously it's in Russian. I don't know what they're saying.
yeah. I'd be if I like was on this album, like I would be proud. But from the outside looking in, it's just a funny pick. It is just a
Just a
funny
funny
pick.
meme, funny
A
joke.
missed opportunity though is the license plate. They could have done so much more. Maybe this is some sort of significant. You could have done anything.
Wiener.
They did whatever the hell that is. There you go. This another Eastern European guy, the iconic painting, and he's turning up the amp, and I believe that's a Marshall. It looks like your amp, Jason. Is it? I don't
That
even
is a
know.
Marshall. It looks like a Marshall.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Vosolit,
Wow.
but Voto shit. I don't know.
Is that what I look like when I go to adjust my amp? Like I need to turn up or I need to do this. Is that?
Yeah, you look like God.
Yeah, look like I'm just poking it though with my finger.
And he's turning it up to 11. So
Yeah.
that's funny and thumbs up for them.
It is funny.
Any comments, Alec?
This one, kind of a shitty Photoshop at the end of the day,
Yeah, kind of the point. Kind of the point, though. So it doesn't look like a really high budget production here. So
Yeah.
and so these were my funny ones, and then across my journey, I found a couple ones that are just interesting, and Maybe we could do another episode of this, but I just wanted to get these 2 quick ones in here. I love the artwork on this
Yeah,
one.
this
This
one's
is
great.
Yeah.
Ricky Hollywood, Les Sens, which is the sense of sense, and yeah, I just like what's going on here. I really like this art style.
That's cool.
I've seen it.
Yeah. I'm actually a big fan. A lot of bands now do this where they have the hand drawn album artwork,
hmm
and it's more popular now. And I'm seeing it, and I'm like, that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Even if it's not like really professionally done, like this is pretty accessible art and it looks really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And another one that's not really hand drawn, that just like really
Yeah.
caught my attention was this one.
Wow, that's a lot.
Hansmore, and it just looks very surreal. And there's like ducks and like geese, and they're just hanging out. That's it.
Yeah, this is fucking weird, dude. This is
It's
a
really
weird one.
confusing.
There's,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on in it. I don't even know how to begin to quantify it. What's going on with his leg here? What kind of machine is this even? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know what that was.
But he cleans up nice. Can't deny. Can't deny. So that was it.
Cool.
Thanks guys for your comments.
Yeah, those are interesting.
Excited to see what you guys have.
Yeah, that was interesting, Matt. I
one
expected
was
more.
your
I
worst?
expected more shitty ones though. I thought a lot of yours were kind of clean, to be honest.
You know, I was
Mhm.
bordering on more funny and memorable,
True.
but like my shitty ones were just like the
Were bad.
classic ones that
They were bad. Yeah.
Yeah. They were
But what-
very intriguing.
Yes. What was your most memorable, Alec? If you had to say.
I really like the one with the two stick figures just hugging each other. The guy who's just his
Yeah.
face high voltage. That one was terrible. That guy looked awful.
Yeah, but there's something that can be said that just like they consciously say, "I'm not trying," and that's my aesthetic. You know,
Mhm.
like that's like obviously what they were going for. So I kind of see the other side. But the one with the giraffe, their product was very polished musically, but that's what they chose to represent it visually. It was just like silly.
Mhm.
Do better.
Yeah, it looked
Do-
like something
do
from like
more
an
better.
alt rock band. You know, not a professional thing. I've almost got this up. There we go. Is that you guys can see that?
Yes.
Man,
Alright.
that album cover's not good.
Yeah. So
Not good.
not good, no, because these are just my thought process going into this was album covers that if I saw them, I would not buy based on the artwork alone.
Yep. That's good, Jason.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So unfortunately though, my first two, the Miracle, Matt already brought this one up,
I
and
already
yeah,
got the
it's
miracle. Bad.
yeah, of course I had it. It's
Great minds think alike, Jason.
yeah, it's just like everything about this. And then also my second one, another one Matt had as well.
That's funny that you had him right at the
Pretty good
beginning.
Black
then.
Sabbath.
Bro,
Yeah.
you hacked my PowerPoint, didn't you?
Yeah, I actually
Look.
Wow.
Yeah, both of these ones again, classic examples
Ugly
of what
baby.
not to do. Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah.
My third one though, "Load" by Metallica.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Looks like someone had diarrhea dumped all over the album cover on
yeah,
a
this one
windshield.
it's disgusting, and if you know about how this album artwork was made, it'll make you like it a lot less.
Really?
Yeah, I mean I could divulge in that if you guys would care to know the story. Okay,
Is it rated R?
It's well, so the guys in Metallica, there was this abstract art photographer they liked, and they asked him if they could use one of his pieces as their album artwork.
Mhm.
And the way that artist made this artwork is using fluids that came out of his body.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
That's fucked up,
glance.
man.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
there's-
literally like semen, blood.
Yep, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
And
This
then they
is
called the album
fucked.
"Load" because it was like, oh, that's the joke. But like, no, people saw this and they, especially me seeing it, like that's. I don't want to see that on my album covers. Admittedly, I like the album. I don't like the artwork.
Shit, cum, bleed, piss.
Yeah, that's what they should have called it.
Does he make it and sells it as sculptures, or does he just take pictures of it and throws it away like a decent human being?
I think he takes pictures of them. That was like his thing. He'd take pictures, and he was also like considering it some sort of research project when he did it. Like,
What?
yeah, it was something so
See if
weird
a
where like,
baby could grow from it.
yeah, he didn't consider. He was like, I'm an artist, but also like there's more to it. But no, you're just like mixing things and taking pictures of them. And gross things for that matter.
A fucking 12-year-old could do that.
That's not
Exactly.
sweet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move on from this one because I don't want to look at it any longer. Another one.
I was talking about the cow.
Yeah, Alec mentioned this one. Get a Grip by Aerosmith. The it's just like, again, something I don't want to see in an album cover. The pierced cow udder is just like, that irks me so much.
Yeah, I don't like looking at that vein
Yeah,
either.
the vein. All right,
Yeah.
the vein's pretty weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, another, like, this is probably my favorite Aerosmith album, but when I listen to it, I can't look at anything related to it. I'm just like, I'm listening to the song. Put everything else, away.
Mhm.
But yeah, at least they have the Aerosmith logo on there because their logo is kind of cool. What were they thinking?
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that cow.
Yeah. Right. Did they actually pierce it? No way. Right. They just drew that on probably after. Right.
I'm guessing they. I would hope they did not
Yeah.
do that.
Pierce and udder. Ew.
I don't know. They're probably just like famous people going to a farm and they're like, all right, this cow's gonna get slaughtered and turned into a hamburger. Any of you guys want to do anything fun with it? And they pierce it. Guys, could have happened.
Yeah,
Coulda.
that sounds like a pretty logical way to go about it, and the way that I'm gonna hope it happened. Next album, Stomping Ground by Goldfinger.
What the fuck?
All
I like how
together.
the one guy's got fucking like a beam coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. And I know, Alec, I know you're a ska fan as well, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing about this is you could probably test this. So many ska album covers look kind of like this. They're just all over the place. They're in your face. But this is probably the cream of the crop when it comes to it. Like, this is what ska was about.
That was what it was about. Laser eyes, hoop hands.
I think this is in the realm of like intentionally, just wacky
Yeah.
for the sake of their art.
Yeah, that's the thing a lot of the bands would do. Make it wacky because people would see it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you guys, I don't know, out of these guys on the album cover, which one of them do you guys think you'd want the powers of?
Laser mouth.
They all got their own laser mouth.
Laser mouth, not even a question.
Can you control laser mouth though? What it is every time that you open your mouth?
I think of it like the laser collection, Matt.
Is that even a laser or is it just like a spotlight?
True, actually. It kind of looks like a flashlight. Still would be kind of handy. You just open your mouth and it's just a flashlight.
Yeah, that would be
very,
cool.
very handy. I'd want to have probably what's going on top? Is it just lightning hands, lightning fingers up there?
Yeah, I think he's got force lightning.
Yeah, that's. I'd rather have lightning coming out of my hands than my eyeballs. So, yeah.
Really?
Gonna go with that guy. Yeah, I like it. A lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on. A little too much, but yeah, this one I think was probably what I might call one of the worst ones on here.
Imagine going to like a store and being like, "Hey, mom, can I buy?"
Yeah,
I want Goldfinger.
Yeah, all of this and combined with the parental advisory sticker on it, I'm sure mom would say no.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, but the rebellious skater kids got it anyways. The next one I got here, Scum Dogs of the Universe by Guar.
What the fuck is this?
And I actually even got a good story with this one too, because if I'll divulge into it why like this one sticks with me. So there's a record store here in my college town that I go to every once in a while. I'd say fairly often. And they organize records alphabetically.
Okay.
So obviously these guys are in the G section, and I go there every time looking to see if there's a Guns N' Roses album there because I love Guns N' Roses. Don't have an album by them yet, and every time I look at the G section, they got this album sitting there, and it's been there. It's the first time I went there, and it was there the last time I went there because no one's buying it, and these guys are a metal group, obviously, and
it's gross. It's gross, dude.
It's gross, and I even saw this. I looked at some of their other album covers. That font they use for their name at the top, like the bloodied mangled G, the Guar, which is
Mm-hmm.
what it spells. They use that font on every single one of their album covers.
That's horrible.
I know. This
At
is
least they're
just
consistent.
yeah, but yeah, this one. I don't know if there are any elements here that you guys like see because there's a lot going on with the guys that are like, oh, that's interesting. Is this building
Yeah, it looks
looking
like the
thing?
Coliseum or something.
Yeah, like who knows what they were going for here, but
You
yeah,
listen to any of
maybe
their songs?
I listened to like a little bit of it. The first time I saw them at the record store, I came home like, oh, who are these guys? And then I'm like, okay, not exactly my thing. I maybe should give them a second listen. I mean, because that record's sitting there and someone has to buy it. Maybe I should get into them so that
I'm a
I've,
Guar.
yeah, but
I'm a Guar fan.
yeah.
Tough to be a Guar fan nowadays.
Yeah.
Their most popular song has 6.5 million plays on Spotify.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're decently well known.
Wow,
It
Guar.
seems
The
like.
Guar Nation, rise up.
I'm looking at chart song titles such as "If You Want Blood," parentheses, you got it. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Yep. Maybe you'd
Followed
be able
up
to get
by
into the Matt.
appreciate the suggestion.
Yeah, you'll have to report back to us that if this is something we could get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe covered in the near future.
Oh God, yeah, we do it. We bust out a Guar cover.
Guar.
It's like a Guar cover band.
Yeah, we got to dress like them too. Unsettling, bad fonts, chaos. Next album I got here, Generation Swine by Motley Crue.
That's pretty dumb.
That is terrifying.
It's another one of those albums where I ask, what were they going for? Because this is Motley Crue. They're a hair metal band. They want to, have that, hair metal, cool, wear leather look.
saying like all the politicians are pigs, dude.
Yeah, but for Motley Crue, I don't take that message seriously. But the place, that one guy's head is on upside down.
I know, what a loser.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I'm a monster.
Their hands are like too intentionally positioned for my liking. If they're gonna do it, then they just have to
Yeah.
There's a lot better ways that they could have
Execution
this
was
message
poor, yeah.
across. Yeah.
And like
Mhm.
the fucking like American flag is like clip art in the background.
Yeah. It is.
And it like blends into the guy's shirt really weird. Yeah, that's really bad.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, they like fucked up like I'm trying to think what the word is. Like they transposed the image wrong. Like the American flag like accidentally bleeds into his shirt and everything, like his face. That is bad.
Oh yeah.
That is
Can you
horrible.
identify the band members? Where's Tommy Lee?
I
Which
would
one's
guess.
Nikki?
I would guess Nikki is the bottom left one. Maybe I don't know. I can't tell.
Is there anywhere to tell? Yeah.
The only way I'd be able to tell is by their height, because
And you can see his hair just peeking out from the middle guy.
yeah. So that's probably Vince Neil.
Yeah, possibly.
That's probably Vince Neil based on the hair. I mean, yeah, it's a bad album, and what's even worse, I think, is that it's a Motley Crue album cover. This is not. This does not look like a Motley Crue album cover to me.
Not in their image whatsoever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good find, Jason. Good find.
Yeah.
Thanks. Then the last album I got, and this is one that I think another one is pretty well known as a very bad album cover, is Weathered by Creed.
What the fuck is what the fuck is this? This is so bad.
Yeah, I just want you guys to take a moment to sit with what's
They're
going
like
on
eight
here.
ape people, like you got one ape guy over there like cutting a tree down. You got that really big ass sun that's like supposed to be peeking out of the clouds, but instead I guess it's just fucking there, dude. Like like is someone gonna get burned to death? And then this guy's just chiseling into the tree.
This is like what Creed music looks like.
Yes.
So in that way, it's accurate. But yeah, I agree. Like the Sasquatch looking humanoid in the background is really taking my attention away.
Yeah.
Um,
He's just
the
chopping that
rest is
tree down, dude.
Yeah, and I think also that thing of when band members, I think I've noticed this with a couple of them, when band members try to put their faces on it, but it's not like on their bodies. They're doing it in a, I'll put in quotes, creative way, like with the Queen one, where they mesh them together. This one, they're on the tree. It doesn't really work a lot.
very.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. Very good point.
Like there's even, and I didn't put on this list, there's a Metallica album cover, Hardwired, where they like mesh all their faces together into this creature. And a lot of people didn't like that look. They were like, that's disgusting. Like it's just something about putting faces where they don't belong makes a great bad album cover.
Very true. Very true.
Great advice, Jason. Great advice. Great display, Jason. You got some really shitty ones in here.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. So that's all my album covers I had. But did you guys have any favorites?
I
Like
think
favorite bad ones?
I think the Motley Crue one takes the cake for me. That one was pretty ass.
Yeah.
Very,
Mm.
what was the one you had right after the Black Sabbath one?
Oh, Load by Metallica.
Yeah,
It's
very disgusting.
You just want to
It
look at
is.
some guy's his cum.
yeah, exactly. It's
For lack
and
of
I
a better word,
yeah,
it's cum.
and they even made it like they made that a joke in the album title. It's called Load. Like they knew what they were doing
Yeah.
when they did this. They
Metallica
were
dropped the
they were
ball.
yeah, uh, not the best outing for them in terms of album covers. But yeah, so yeah, those are all the ones I had.
What a
Um,
great bad job.
and again, with all those albums, doesn't mean I hate the album,
Of course not.
but their album artwork. It doesn't also album artwork doesn't always tell the full tale. Because there's some albums that do, they have bad album artwork and they're good, or they have great album artwork and they're horrible.
Can't judge a
All
book by
right,
its cover, but
you guys able to see it?
I am getting into yours. Yep, there we go. Nice.
Here, let me just adjust the image. Oh shit. See look, I had the same fucking one too, okay?
cheers. Cheers, Alec.
We're all a little similar here, you know?
Great minds think alike.
That's why we're buddies.
So yeah, fuck, I did it again. Alright, so yeah, this is my bad album covers by Money Man Al. You know, I got the little guy here. Got the little
Is that you on the left or on the right?
Yeah, that's me on the left, and that's the guy with a mega banana. And he's like, dang, check out that big ass banana.
That's a whole ass meal, that banana.
Dude, I know. It's gotta be like 5,000 calories. So yep. This is going in ascending order of shittiness, by the way. So I also picked
okay.
McCartney too, because like it just looks terrible. It's just bad. Paul has he doesn't have a great haircut here either. It's just all around bad. It's like like the background blends in with his shirt and it's all grainy and it's just bad. It's just bad.
But the fact that he did this and knowing that he was gonna put out like a million copies of this
It's
CD
ridiculous.
or
I know.
album, it's like what level of fame do you have to be at to like have that be a conscious decision you make? It's
When you can just release an album that's just white.
and just like spend money like guess you're right.
You know, I kind of did that.
Like that. Yeah, you have a good point.
All right, I got a Foo Fighters album. I think this one's
Yeah.
really shitty because it just looks bad. And it's like, it doesn't fit the theme of the album at all. Like, what is this? It's like a Civil War, like, era, like, flag banner thing. It's got a little buffalo up there for some fucking reason. It's got, like, an ID number at the bottom. Like, what the fuck is the ID number for? Like, this just looks ass. Like, it would work better if it was maybe natural in the background, but they decided to do this weird, like, awfulness. And it's like, this is included. The weird border effect is included in the album cover, too. Like the weird shadow effect, like it just looks.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That is the shittiest Foo Fighters album cover by far. It is bad. BAD bad. Not a fan. It's got some decent songs on it. This is probably one of my least favorite Foo Fighters albums, though. Maybe my least favorite. So pretty not memorable, to be honest.
I agree with that assessment.
I think this one has Long Road to Ruin on it, which is a fairly popular song.
Doesn't this have Best of You on it as well? If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken?
you know what? This one might have Best of You, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which this one, and this is, I mean, looking at this is an eyesore, and I think relating it to the contents of the album, like thinking of Best of You,
Mm-hmm.
this is not what I would see as an image related with that song. It's an
No, it's
uplifting
not.
song,
I know.
and
So it's weird.
this is a look at, yeah,
And
scary
apparently the
image.
background behind this is that it's like a revenge album that Dave Grohl wrote against like someone, I think it was like his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever that he was like really close with, and then they split up. So it's like pretty awkward that he would name it In Your Honor because he's supposed to like trying to get back at her, but then it looks like a war memorial. Like it just makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. All right, we got a nerd album cover here. This one I think is pretty ass. It's just like, like no one can fucking make up their mind. All right, I think that the banner's all right, but I mean like you got the guy with like the guitar T-shirt, like he's got the he's got a T-shirt. It's got a pen in it.
Yeah,
throwing out Spock. You got Pharrell. Pharrell looks fine. You know, maybe he could be on it. But then you got the other guy. I forget what his name is. He's just standing there. He just doesn't give a fuck. And why are they hatching out of an egg?
yeah, that was
Why?
the thing that like it took me a second. I'm like, oh, that's oh, they're coming out of an egg. That's
They're coming out of an egg with the American flag, but it's like twice as big. Because if they're hatching out of this side, then the stars are like double the size.
Mhm.
It makes
True,
no fucking
very true.
sense. It's just bad, dude. This album,
I think
it's a good album though, but yeah, Fly or Die by Nerd is just got a shit album cover. This is so fucking weird.
did they just mirror the like the one texture on the first half of the egg onto the second part and just reverse it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Alright, this one's 13 by Blur. I love this
Okay.
album, but goddamn is this album cover shit, dude. What the fuck is going on here, dude? It's like
Like
it's
Picasso
some
shit.
guy that's like, yeah. But the thing is that like I guess it looks fine, but like his nipples kind of make me uncomfortable, you know?
Mhm.
Like and like the background is just shit. Yeah, so it's just like
That's
the
interesting.
guy and his proportions are all weird fucking looking. And then like I hate the glare. Like what the fuck is up with the glare effect? That just absolutely ruined it.
Yeah, that's interesting because like I've seen this out like this album and I kind of just accepted the album artwork and never really thought of it as bad. And then you're pointing out all these things about it. I'm like, oh, it really isn't good.
It's bad, yeah.
I think I was just
It
familiar
would
with the
be.
album.
I
like,
think
oh,
it would.
okay.
I think the album, if it didn't have this shit, you know, you could keep the 13 there. If it had like a better background, you know, then it would be fine. Maybe solid color or something, but it just looks like shit. It looks ass.
I think the 13 text is really, really pleasing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good to be honest. Yeah, I do not like this album cover.
There's a couple cuties.
Yeah,
Thinking about it.
Chicago band Cheap Trick, dude. This one's got Surrender on it, you know, classic song. But goddamn, do they just look like they look like not guys, you know?
This is like in their
Yeah, they
hotel.
Heaven Tonight Cheap Trick. I know, and it's like weird. It's like they're in like a shitty hotel room. The lighting is all ass. They look super disinterested. Like what is the selling point here? And they don't
Yeah.
really have drip either, to be honest. Like this
Yeah.
guy's just kind of like, you know, he's got like the weird like fucking like dress up and the all white, and then you got this guy who's like got the weird. He's got the shit hair. He's got a little tufted chest hair there that just looks gross, dude.
Yeah.
This is all around just a bad vibe. They just look
think,
like they look like a couple. I'll be honest.
Yes.
Which is the awkward part. They don't look like I don't know. They just they look wacky, dude. They look pretty
I think
wacky.
it plays well to the name of the band though. This is a cheap trick. It's a cheap album looking, like a cheap album cover, and it tricked us.
Very
It made us,
true.
I know.
you know, we bought the
Why would
album
they call
'cause
it
had
Heaven
Surrender on
Tonight?
it.
Are they trying to sell themselves? Are they trying to see like, oh, look how hot we are? Like, no. Like for the time, they definitely did not look good. I don't know.
Mhm.
I think the music definitely not consistent with the album cover.
No.
Like
No.
the genre in general.
This could
And,
be a soft rock album.
Mm-hmm.
This could be.
Good dream pop.
Mhm.
Man,
Definitely.
this-
Flock
yes.
of Seagulls.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I think this one's pretty ass, dude. I like this album quite a bit, but like, what the fuck, Van Morrison? Moon Dance by Van Morrison. It's supposed to be like a photo reel, but then for some reason they just put his big ass face sideways,
Yeah.
and he's cross-eyed. Like, Like he just looks super disinterested. He's just like looking around. He's looking away. Like what the fuck were they thinking? They were like, yeah, let's just sell Van Morrison's face and then put it sideways. Like you could position the album either way and he would still be looking at you. But you want that? Do you really want?
Yeah.
You really want Van Morrison at both angles? Like I don't.
Mhm.
Like
Why
typically
can't I see
people
his
stand up
torso?
their albums on display, and this one would be such a shit one to stand. You wouldn't like, yeah,
Now this wouldn't go in the back of the box.
yeah, yeah. This one's fucking bad, and it's a great album too. It's got a lot of Van Morrison classics on it, you know. I got another Swamp Dogg album.
I did see that Swamp Dogg. Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, the artwork that they had to do for the time and like what the early '70s, the late '60s is pretty fucking impressive though. But like, why? Why is it called Rat On? Why is he just on a rat going, yeah, rat on, brother? The rat's like smiling. He's just like,
It just fits in with the rest of his discography. Just
yeah, I
all of his
guess.
albums are just nonsense.
But it's just fucking nonsense. It's like, if I saw this, I would definitely consider buying this one, to be honest. But I just put this one pretty high because I'm like, damn. Like, they put this much effort in for him to just be, like, chilling riding on a rat. Like,
Disgusting looking rat. Yeah.
like it's,
Also,
yeah. Huh?
I didn't even
I-
notice he's wearing black pants and they're blending in with the background.
Yeah,
I thought the rat
yeah.
was decapitated. I was like, oh, that's disturbing. But and it's like it looked like a really bad Photoshop. But he has black pants on a black background.
No, it's just bad. And he's got this, like, awful blazer on that's got, like, the fucking, like, 70s threads. Like, it's like a gross looking thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
You're
Not
right
good.
on.
Rat on.
Rat
Yes,
on.
mate, right on.
Rat on, rat off. When's rat off coming? The
The
sequel?
ratter.
Rat off, would it be with a period or a question mark? Rat off?
Huh?
Rat off?
I
Yeah,
think
I think it would be
period was
rat
a-
on, rat off, and then rat. You know, with a
rat,
period.
rat with a period.
Yeah, with a period. I think I'm nearing the end here. Oh, yeah. Yep,
Yep.
this one. This one is one of the shittiest album I love this album. Don't get me wrong. Straight up by
Man,
Badfinger.
there
It
looks
is
so
one of
good.
the worst album covers I've ever seen. It is so brown. It's terrible. Look at I don't know which you guys have to tell me which one's your favorite. The first guy, he looks just like you know, he's just kind of disinterested.
Yeah.
Second guy, worst haircut I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like he would look pretty cool if he had like a decent haircut, right? If you this
Is
guy
that a
though,
hat or is
he
that all
takes
his hair?
this guy though, he's creeping in the background, you know. He's like, like what's going on here, guys? You know. But this guy though, his fucking face proportions are just wrong. There is a reason they had him stand at this angle, dude.
Yeah.
Like his
I
eyes
think-
are just way too far apart.
He's got the best hair though.
He does have the best hair,
hair.
but he has the worst face. He's like, he looks so terrifying, and he's so short. This guy's probably like 5'4". So yeah,
I
they
gotta
just
say,
they
like-
all like he just looks stoned.
Wow.
He looks they all honestly they all look fucking stoned except this
They
guy.
all look really stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks
The guy
bad.
in the middle looks
They
like
they all basically have bad haircuts. They all are just wearing like all right, this guy's probably got the best drip. Like let's be real. But like it's all brown. Like why do they all wear brown?
Very brown.
style.
Yeah. Fun fact about this band is one of the I'm not sure which one of the guys it was, but he was friends with Paul McCartney.
Mhm.
And they Paul McCartney actually had a song that he wrote for the Beatles, and then the Beatles never used it because it broke up. So they took the song instead and become like their biggest hit.
If you want it,
Here it is, come and get it.
The
Yeah,
far left guy kind of looks like Paul from afar.
Honestly,
yeah, he does.
if he had long hair, yeah. Okay.
I still just can't get over that guy in
Alright.
the middle. He looks.
But
It's so out of it.
speaking of the Beatles though. Oh, it's not there. We're not there. Here are my honorable
Yep.
mentions. I wanted to have
Juice
some.
WRLD, bro.
All right.
Get Juice WRLD out of there.
All right. Well, I think that this one I put it as an honorable mention because I think that the concept of it is funny, or it's like kind of like a high schooler drew this or something. Goodbye and Good Riddance, you know, by Juice WRLD. But I mean, it just looks bad. Every time
For
I
sure.
open it up, I'm like, bro, it looks bad. It looks like some guy, you know, he was like some like edgy middle schooler, high schoolers like trying to draw anime characters, and I'm like, yeah, this just looks shit.
Mhm.
Wouldn't surprise me if it was one of Juice WRLD's friends or him himself that drew it. And you know what? I'll give it to him. You know, whoever drew it, It's kind of a vibe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Every time I look at it, I'm like, eh. Oh, you got the Richard D. James album by Aphex Twin. I love this one. I really like this album, but it is so misleading. This looks like it'd be a really intense album, and like you open the first song, and it's just like you're like floating. It's like, oh, it's like so happy, like such a nice little song. It's got like a bunch of really, I mean, this is like a really creative electronic album, like one of the best electronic albums I've ever listened to. The Richard D. James album by Aphex Twin. And he's just creepily looking at you. That's him. He's just like, I try to like mimic that face sometimes and just look at people.
it looks like a Disturbed album.
Right?
Like they got a couple that have like the creepy face.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And I would expect that to be like new metal.
Yeah.
Based on looking at it.
And then the last one that I have is Channel Orange by Frank Ocean. Another album that I like a lot. I think that the reason why I like this one a little bit is because it's just a solid orange color is pretty cool. But like the logo just looks bad. It's like fucking like word art, dude. Like this is supposed to be like TV static, but it looks so bad. It looks like a sparkle effect almost. Like you can't even see like the first couple letters almost.
You can't read it.
Yeah, and it's just shit fonts. Just bad, just lazy. They could have been way more creative. It could have. Like, I think they have another version of this cover that is significantly better, I think, that they've used, where it's like a TV standing in an open space, and that's all that, and it's just all orange. That is way cooler, right? It's just like a little, like, old TV with the static on it, and it's just an orange room. That is a lot cooler. So. But on the last one. Now, this one I just want to talk about a little bit before I get into this. This has, like, 2 or 3 songs on it, and they're all, like, 25 minutes. And they're bad. It's literally from. All right, I'm just gonna do it. Oh. No, this isn't it. I forgot I did this. This was for I found this picture. I forgot about this one. It was for like a band that was just playing SpongeBob musics. But I like how it's just like separated with SpongeBob. Like how shitty the art is. Look at Mr. Krabs. He's got his
that doesn't
dump
look like
truck.
Krabs at all.
Look at him grabbing his ass over here. Yeah, they're just all out of proportion. Okay. Yeah, Electronic Sounds by George Harrison. What the fuck were you thinking, George? All he did was he just took his soundboard and he just plugged cables in and out of it and then made noise, and it sounds like Crazy Bus.
Yep.
It's like, and George is like, oh yeah, this is great. And it's like, the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on here? He's like, time for tea. He's like, plugging in shit. I'm green now. I've got a bow tie. And he's like, oh, look at the little green man. Look at this little guy. He wrote George Harrison right there. Produced by George Harrison. Thanks, George. Thanks. Look, he has this money machine. It's just spewing out shit. Just like this album.
Yeah. I was going to say.
George drew this. Wow, great painting, George. It reminds me of his guitar, which I also hate.
Oh, you hate that guitar?
You hate bro, it looks like a fucking gobstopper. Alright?
It does. It looks yummy.
I know, and it's stupid. He's like, it looks like a fucking 4th grader painted on it. He was clearly tripping on acid and then made that decision. He's like, I fucked up. He's like, I fucked up. But it was too late, and he liked it, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, this album, like, everything on the cover, I think it's very accurate to the album contents. Like, this is George. It's a picture of him plugging things in. He's got his key.
But why is he green? Why does he look like why has he got a blue spot? Why has he got a green spot? You know?
Yeah.
He's holding an apple because I guess Apple Records or whatever.
Yeah, and I would wonder, did this album artwork happen to inspire his bandmate Ringo Starr to make his artwork in the future?
Oh my god, his artwork is horrible.
It's kind of got the same
vibe. Except this is just an album cover and he was selling limited albums, right? But this fucking Ringo shit, he's selling that shit for tens of thousands of dollars because he's an asshole.
It was charity, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, it was for him?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that. I thought it was charity.
I think some of it was for charity, but yeah, that's all I got though. You know, which one was your guys' favorite out of all of them? SpongeBob.
Honestly, I like the Electronica one in your honorable mentions. What was that one?
The Richard D. James album.
Richard D. I think that one is really funny just because of how misleading
I love that album cover. I love it so much. Such a great album cover.
It's so just not correct for what it is. But
Yes, and it doesn't fit the music at all, and it's beautiful.
exactly.
Teeth are
Yep.
so
It's
white.
Richard D. James. That's him.
Mhm.
It's his album. It's the Richard D. James album. Yeah, that one's probably my pick though. Other than that, I mean, this one I listen to this straight up by Badfinger all the time. This album is so good, and it is such a shit album cover.
The Cheap Trick one really spoke to me.
Mm.
Just from the sheer kind of vague surprise on their faces.
I know.
Like, oh, this
Mega
is the album?
disinterest.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
You like Cheap Trick, right, Matt?
Hell yeah.
You seem like a Cheap
Yeah.
Trick guy. Okay,
They
so
go hard.
maybe your tastes
And
are.
despite that you said that they don't have drip, the all white fit, bro, that's drip.
Okay, alright. It's just like why though for like a rock and roll star? It looks like a soft rock album, dude. It looks bad.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't
Yeah,
sell a
look
rock
great.
star look at all. Yeah, that's gonna be my new album cover.
Yeah.
The Banana Man. Oh, fuck.
The
I
Banana
don't want
Man.
help. Yeah. Look at this guy. This is the whole presentation now.
Yeah. Just every slide.
He took a bite out of it. He took a bite out of it. He
Yeah.
liked it. He's
Yeah.
like, look at my massive banana.
It's like ripe. It's perfect. It's like a perfectly picked banana. It's like yellow to perfection.
Well, that was great sharing those. You know, it'll be pretty tough though if you're listening out there though to try to piece this together. But I mean, you can feel free, you know, to check out the YouTube channel. You know, you can we'll probably include that.
Subscribe. Leave a like.
Hit that motherfucking like button like it's your goddamn life.
Yeah,
you guys gotta
Ring
give me a
that
link to
fucking
that,
bell
dude.
for notifications, or I'll come to your house and shoot you.
Whoa.
All right.
I'm taking that out.
That was too far. You're taking that out. I cannot be censored, Matt.
That's the whole point.
You can't control me, Matt. Any closing statements?
Yeah, I'm just glad Jason you come out. Like,
yeah, Jason, thanks for joining
no one
us.
knows. No
Yeah.
one knows the music like you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Of course, that was fun. You know, I'm always interested in hearing, of course, your guys' musical opinions, even if it's just album artwork. I think it's funny to see. Oh, it was a good album, but the artwork, like the Badfinger one, yeah, it's a good album, but
dude, that album's fire. That album is so good. Honestly,
it's such an interesting thing.
Yeah, that Badfinger album, mega underrated. People gotta listen to that one. Mega underrated.
Oh, appreciate it. Well, special hand to Jason again.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah.
Episode, the Mellow Experiment.
The Mellow Experiment.
Any plugs, Jason? Any plugs for the fans? You got any big news you want to drop?
Well, if y'all got Instagram, you should hit up Jimmy Pibble's Runny Dribbles, because that's a band Alec and I are in. That's going to be putting out some music sometime soon. Not exactly sure when, but you know, being that we're people who know a lot about music, I think we make some good music too. That's my plug. Our album cover. I think. I hope our album cover doesn't end up on this list. We put a lot of work into it.
We did, yeah. So, it's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
You already have the.
It's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It'll touch your soul. It'll hit you right here.
Mm-hmm.
Forward to it.
Okay. Well, that's it for today, folks. So thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.